Very good afternoon to all of you who've joined us today for this webinar. Thank you very much for taking out the time. We firstly congratulate you to take this step towards a wiser career decision-making journey by understanding and putting in your time here for this product. Firstly, we have a very small poll for you to understand the audience that's present for this program today. So may I please request for the poll one, please? And request all of you to please respond on the poll questions that's appearing on your screen. So as we do have some responses coming in, I'd like to introduce this webinar. This webinar is hosted by MPOnline and TCS iON, educating you about a very scientific assessment that can support better career decision making for students, for school principals, administrators, and educators, for parents, everyone who is involved in the career decision making process for their children or in association, because this is a very, very important topic, and we see a lot of students going through a lot of confusion in this journey. So here is what we have so that we can help you take a better decision in this manner. So moving on, as we do have quite a few responses coming on the polls also. I'm sure the audience that's present in here can relate with one of these instances that, that's presented to you, that maybe as a student, you have certain dilemmas in your mind on what to choose, what not to choose. As parents, there are certain parts in our mind that we always aspire for our students, our wards, but not sure if that's the most suitable option for them. And as educators, I understand educators and teachers, school principals, they all have in mind that, how can they align some principles in school, some strategies that can help a major chunk of the students to be able to get the best opportunity in the future so that their strengths are aligned in the best way. So all of us probably go through one of these dilemmas, and the reason for this is that there is a lot of confusion in terms of being overwhelmed with so many options when it comes to students. They sometimes feel technology is going to be taking up everything, so what's going to happen in the future, with the advent of AI and everything. We really don't know 10 years down the line how the job scenarios and how careers are going to be shaped. So there is a lot of new things coming up. Of course, there's information overload. Everyone guides you in a formal, informal way. Teachers also always try and share certain experiences from students and alumni so that it always helps students. We have the peers deciding, our older siblings, parents have certain aspirations coming in from their colleagues or families. So all of this together creates a lot of confusion, a kind of an anxiety in the minds, and makes this process a little more complex than it should be. So to actually cover that thought, we do have a poll here. I'd like to hear certain things from you. If you've been able to handle this situation, I'm sure all of you have. So how have you found anything that actually helps sort of get rid of this confusion in mind? So I'd request for the second poll question to come in, please. So the question is usually, what do you think shapes career choices the most? What is it that you think is responsible when it comes to the decision making and comes to the career domain? So is it personal interest, popular job trends, advice from family, and influence from friends, or it's the school's career guidance, support, and education system, or maybe a scientific understanding of our own strengths and aspirations? Which one do you think? We have quite a few responses coming in. Popular job trends is the most popular response that we are getting. Of course, advice from family. That's always happened. Traditionally, everyone selects what family guides and because you see someone being successful in a particular career domain and you think, okay, I can also move into that. Unsure if that's suitable for us or not. So yes, that's how it happens. So yeah, we do have these ones as the most popular ones. Less likely people have suggested schools career guidance support, probably because sometimes we do not rely on it. Also, a scientific understanding of strengths and aspirations is some people have already also highlighted that. So great. Moving on to understand, there are so many different influences in our life, but no one's alone in this. As parents, you are not alone in guiding your child. As teachers and authorities, um, you are not alone, because there is a proper process out there laid out for you, a structured scientific guidance program that can help the students reach their fullest potential. So it's a structured scientific plan that comes into place, wherein a formalized career guidance can be brought into the system by school authorities, as well as can be opted by parents and children by their own, so that they can take this step in a very, very systematic and a guided, reliable manner, so that it's a very important step that has to be taken. So that is why it should be taken in the most logical manner, in the most scientific manner, so that there are no regrets in life. We don't feel that, okay, there were different options, but they were not chosen. This way, it has to be done in a very, very correct manner, and by relying on something that really gives you a holistic analysis. So I have my colleague Ameya to come in and highlight about structured and scientific career guidance.
Right. So, as we just discussed, that guidance has always existed, and students, parents, and even educators have always tried to reinforce the importance of guidance. But the real question still remains, is that is the guidance that we're receiving today truly holistic and structured? So, that's where career guidance in its true sense comes in. So, career guidance is not just any random advice or one time counseling. It is a very structured and scientific process which is designed to help students navigate the very complex academic and career decisions with a lot of clarity and confidence. So it begins with self discovery, which involves understanding your own strengths and preferences and your natural abilities, and it then expands into exploring career pathways that many students may not even be aware of. So this may create a lot of stress and anxiety related to what is out there and what is the right choice for me. So, when guidance is structured, it reduces the stress and anxiety for students and parents as well, because decisions are no longer driven by pressure or assumptions that the child is maybe good in this subject, so they'll probably do well in this career, or even comparison with others who are excelling in a career, that for example, this particular career is booming, so the child should go in this field only. So it is not influenced by all these things, but by real facts, data, and also the individual context. And now, when I say that these are backed by facts and scientific data, from where do we get this data? So we get this data which is unbiased and real about the student from career assessments. So career assessments are a scientific and reliable way to assess the strengths of an individual based on their personal context. So moving forward, next slide, please. Yes. So, moving ahead, the next natural question is, how do we ensure that the career assessment that you're using or the ones that you're aware of is actually scientific and structured, and it is personalized for each student in the Indian context? Because, while many free or unstructured career assessments exist today, they come with many limitations and concerns. So, most of them do not capture the complete student profile. Most assessments today will only measure three or maximum four dimensions, and they do not go beyond personality, aptitude, and interest. So this is actually very important in today's dynamic world, where skills in many areas beyond the traditional aptitude is extremely important and can make the student stand apart in the crowd. So it is not a holistic evaluation which gets done in the existing assessments which are there today. Also, a lot of these assessments are very generic. They lack the scientific validation, and it could probably be because two reasons. One of them being that most of the assessments today are either taken directly from the Western countries and forced to fit the Indian context, or they are not developed based on proper scientific and ethical principles and standards. Then, very importantly, these assessments are not personalized to the unique context of the students and the family background that they come from. So, they do not consider the values of the child, and they'll not consider, for example, parents in the decision making process. And many a times, they also do not consider the aspirations that the child has, because, like I said, they only mostly consider aptitude, personality, interest, and they stop there. So, this is how it fails to capture the true profile of the individual. And lastly, and very importantly, existing assessments do not convert results into very clear and actionable next steps. So, students may receive a lot of information, but they do not get real direction that they can trust. Most of these assessments only will provide scores and will not go beyond that. So, even after taking a assessment for a very long time, and which is probably also expensive, the student still is unsure of what do I do next. Whatever received, is it something that I can trust or not? So this is where the importance of scientifically designed and reliable career assessment comes in, and this is where TCS iON Career Insight comes in, and I'll request Chinmaya to talk more about it.
Thank you so much, Amaya, for highlighting the importance of a scientific and a holistic assessment, as there are many existing in the market, but we are unsure of if they're really reliable, if they're doing their job to the fullest, and if they're able to give you the right answers in this very important journey of yours. So here is what we introduced TCS iON Career Insight to you. This is a very scientifically designed self-discovery tool wherein any child, any user, youth, or students who come up and use this product are able to understand their own strengths and their suitable paths so that they can actually realize their fullest potential and do this in a very, very scientific and a logical manner as the test is designed so. Moving forward, let me actually take you forward of what all entails within TCS iON Career Insight. We have a one-of-a-kind game-based psychometric assessment in here, which is very unique, very, very different from the traditional and usually available career assessments in the market. As well as we have wrapped this assessment with a very unique, very exhaustive, next step focused career repository. So here is where we want you to understand your own strengths, weaknesses, and be able to act on them with all the awareness about the careers that are present so that you're fully equipped. You know your own strengths, you know what is available in the market that matches those strengths, and accordingly take the decision forward. This TCS iON Career Insight package is available for everybody. Honestly, every stakeholder who is in the education field and associated with children who are in the career decision making process right from the age of 13 years, where they're in 8th grade, because when that's when they have to start deciding about your own subject selection, stream, what has to be taken, and the future path of career. So that's where this starts to come in. 11th, 12th is the age when students, mostly you guys are looking for career selection and planning. If we have to see any shortlist, any institutes, any examinations, entrance exams that have to be seen, in case scholarships have to be seen, academic paths have to be understood so that you can actually take each step in time and with confidence. And career seekers who are actually in a defined specialization in the first year of college, maybe wanting to upskill, add some skill and understand, what's better for me, maybe get into a more specialized field. So that ways, this is for all students who are in this career decision making plan right from the earlier stages, that is 8th grade. Also, this equips educators, counselors, school principals, and authorities with a lot of credible resources. So, the repository that we offer here, we will show you that in a glimpse ahead. That will give you a lot of credible information for guidance. Mostly, we've heard that teachers have actually shared with us that there is sometimes a lack of reliable source from where they can use that source to actually guide their students. Also, counselors also feel that. So we've got that repository in place. As per the NEP, that is the National Education Policy 2020 guidelines, which ensures holistic guidance, which emphasizes that a holistic report has to be given and career guidance has to be given. This product really fits well and helps the students develop a mechanism so that they can actually fulfill this requirement as well. It elevates any institute's reputation in aligning with the academic offerings as the industry demands. And of course, this is a data-backed career and academic guidance system. So there is no fluke here, no, probably not like an influence coming without any logic. This is a scientific assessment that the child goes through, gets a very tangibly, detailedly defined report, and then uses that data to take the further career decisions. So we have a poll coming in here. I request the poll to be live, please. So I would like to know from the audience that do you know of any career assessments in the market that offer a truly holistic evaluation? Like we've covered the importance of a scientific holistic evaluation, but are you guys already aware of that? If yes, please share your responses with us. Okay, I hear a no. So yes, that means that usually it's not available or people are not aware of these of this holistic assessment tools or any. Yes, so there are personality assessments, but again they are restricted only to personality. As mentioned, they are not giving you a holistic. Only on the basis of personality we cannot define what career should be taken. We do have something coming as Glide AI, which is of course, I guess, more dependent on only AI. So as per the tool fed in, the data fed in, it will give you the responses. So that will be restricted again. Great. So we do, I mean, from the answers, we do realize that there is most of you are not aware of any such holistic tools. So here is what we want to bring to you. Now on, you will be aware of the most holistic tool possible in career domains. That is Career Insight. Let me show you a video and make you through understand the entire structure of Career Insight. Great. So I hope you got a feeler of what this product is all about, taking you through a glimpse of our very scientific assessment here. So as I say, this is a holistic assessment. All the student has to do in this is play games. It comes down to that. It's simple. You don't have to really sit down for a questionnaire, any assessment, answer any questions straight. Do what you like the best is playing games. We have tried to create the assessment in the most unique way so that while playing the games, we give you a full analysis check, and we actually analyze on every aspect. So just by playing games, you will be able to generate a very detailed report and get it out. I don't think it's as simple as that anywhere else. That you will, the child will sit down, play games, and through that you will get the most detailed report. Now that sounds very simple. Of course, there's a lot that is happening while the games are played. Let me take you through that and explain that these games are very relatable. They are very inclusive. So anyone coming from any different background, any student will enjoy, sit down and play these games. We've tried to curtail that because this is just playing games, you will not feel any anxiety of doing a test or an assessment, which usually hampers the responses and does not, give us the clear picture of the individual. Also, there is no need to give socially correct answers or socially biased responses so as to look good in the light of anyone, your parents or teachers, because here you're just playing games. Give us the suitable response that comes to your mind in this game, and we will give you, rest is on us, we will give you a full analysis on that. And the analysis is not restricted. Here you can see why we are highlighting that this is the most scientific and holistic assessment, because here we cover 6 dimensions, which is the maximum covered by any other career dimension assessment tool. So this way, we are covering about aptitudes, which is a very integral, important element to understand an individual when defining a career path for them. Personality as well as career motivators. We focus on adaptive intelligence, which is very unique, and I think it's one of it's only us who's doing that in our assessment. So no other assessment is doing that as well. Covering about interest, mindset, and values. Again, very unique dimensions. All of these take you, when this is analyzed, it's 100+ psychological attributes that are analyzed and understood. So this way, a complete thorough check of an individual is done. And I think that is how it should be, because this is a career that we are defining. It shouldn't be done only on the basis of an interest or personality. It has to be done in a very holistic way, understanding what is suitable from every aspect for the child. So this is where we want to really highlight that our assessment is very scientific as well as structured, giving you the most holistic responses. Covering forward, we are available in different languages, no biases, nothing of that sort. So you can always take it in your preferred language. You can see a lot of screens, snippet screens of our games on the screen. So this way, you can relate and understand how these games are actually played. Also, adaptive intelligence, as I mentioned, something very unique to our assessment. Also, a lot of careers we see there are budding careers in music as well as in the sports domain. We've seen successful sportsmen, we've seen successful singers, musicians. So this way, we do not want to eliminate, mostly the career assessments eliminate that and ignore this aspect. They do not include. We are inclusive here. We want to capture these aspects also. If a student has potential in these 2 domains, why not? We should be able to guide them and give them a logical path there as well. So this is how this assessment covers everything possible when it comes to the career domain planning and analyzing an individual in the most complete manner, I would say. When we actually move forward and complete the assessment, a 40+ page report is given to the students, which is a very detailed report. We will now be highlighting also what all information we are covering in the report and showing. So this report gives a very clear-cut understanding of the strengths and weaknesses, what are the career paths that need to be chosen, what are the next steps according to the user that have to be taken. These reports can be understood by parents, by students, as well as the school authorities, so that they can take a lot of decisions in this regard as well. So this way, what are the courses that should be taken up? What are the next steps? What are the career recommendations coming in? All of that is highlighted for the student in the report in a very, very clear manner. And of course, helps the entire career decision-making landscape, all stakeholders involved in this, to benefit from this report. Uh, Taking it forward, we do have a more specialized report for different age brackets. So, of course, someone who's in school is looking for different elements in the report. Someone in the 18 plus category is actually, or maybe have already started work. So, their career aspirations, their current academic and professional status, their qualifications are all mapped in this report, and that's how they've added in. So this gives a very detailed report. So this is how more specific reports are given for each segment, and the analysis is also done on the age bands. Very, very important element is parents in this process, parents, teachers, everybody. So here we understand career decision making is not done only by the students. It's usually coming in with an influence from the parents. There are parental aspirations that come into play. So this way, we've tried to capture that in our report as well. It's an optional element, but we've tried to have parent involvement as well. They can indicate their aspirations through a very small questionnaire, and then of course we can map them together. This we have seen has always helped school authorities to sort of bridge the gap that sometimes exists between parental and children aspirations, and we can help you reach a consensus and align your further decision in this journey. Moving forward, as we've already highlighted, NEP emphasizes that guidance to students should be driven by a very, very holistic progress report that enables informed decision making. And our report really suffices this. So it actually helps school authorities to take the advantage of this report and take it forward. I'd request Amya to take this report forward with you and explain briefly about what all we are giving in the report, so that all of you can understand that once you subscribe and take up TCS iON Career Insight, what will it be that you will see in the report as well. So Amaya, I'd request you to take in deeper into the report, please.
Yes. So I'll move page by page and I'll show you how the Discover Yourself report is structured to read it very effectively. And I'll explain what each of these sections in the report contains, so that you know how to use it to add value in your career guidance process, either as a student or with your, if you're a teacher, then how can you use it for your students. So as you begin reading the report, the first few pages will introduce you to the importance of career guidance and career profiling, and it will then take you to understanding what is a career profile, like this report which is a career profile. So a very important section on the things to be kept in mind while reading this assessment report is there, because it is a very scientific report based on psychometric career assessment. So there are always certain things that you should keep in mind, things that you should be aware about while you read this report, so that you can use the assessment results in a very objective manner and with a very open mindset. So this important section will, in a very brief and easy to understand manner, it will take you through those things. And then as you see over here, you will have a summary kind of a section wherein you will see all your strengths in a very brief manner. And then you'll also have a quick glance at what are the top careers that are recommended for you. So in this section, you will find all these details in a very brief and a very easy to understand manner. But then as you move ahead, whenever you're ready to understand more details about your strengths, you can go on in the report to this summary of dimensions section. In this section, you will find all the dimensions. What do each of these dimensions mean? So what is aptitude? What is personality? What are career motivators? All of these you'll understand, and you'll also understand where do you stand on all of these dimensions? And again, all this information is provided in a very easy to understand and logical and structured manner. Then, as you move ahead in the report, you'll have a parental and aspirant expectation section, like we just saw. But as I go ahead in the report, I'll show you how it looks like. Then you move ahead to the recommendations for you section. So earlier you had a very quick summary of your career recommendations, but in this section, further down in the report, you'll have detailed information about all the recommended careers for you. What do each of these careers mean? And also a lot more information related to that. Similarly, here you'll explore the courses like bachelor's degree courses according to the careers that are suggested to you. Then, lastly, a very important section in this report, a very scientifically designed section, is the deep dive section. So, in this section, you will understand that, for example, if you're high on one particular parameter, then what does it mean? So, it is again a very summary, in a summarizing way, this section is provided so that whenever you're ready for more details about your own career profile, you can go down in the report and read about these. So I'll go down and I'll take you through how it is structured. So you can see this is how the report looks like in a very um, quick manner. You can see the information is provided in a very structured manner so that you don't feel overwhelmed, that so much information is provided. You go step by step with little information to information in a lot of detail. So this is one of the highlights of the report. You can see the career wheel. These are the 6 dimensions that we talked about some time back. And for all the 6 dimensions, what are all the parameters that are there? And then what is your score on all of these parameters? So here you can see that, for example, you're high on a particular parameter, but further down in the report, you'll see what does it mean? What are your strengths and everything. This is again a summary page of your strengths. As you can see, strengths in all the dimensions and your top 5 recommended career categories. Everything that a student wants in a very structured manner. Then, like I was saying, a summary section is there. So it will tell you what is aptitude and what are, what are your aptitudes looks like, all of the different aptitudes that are there. What do they look like for you? Everything is personalized for you, and you'll see a similar summary page for all the dimensions that we talked about. So, interest, adaptive intelligence, values, and mindset. So, for all the dimensions that are there, you'll first understand what do each of the dimensions mean, and a graphical representation so that it is very easy to understand again. Then this is the one of the most important sections of parental and aspirant expectations, like we were saying. So you can see at a glance in a comparison way that what does the parent aspires for their child and what does the child aspires for their own careers. So in a very side by side manner, you will see the responses of each so that next steps can be taken very accordingly and in a very informed manner so that there is no confusion and no discrepancies. So this is how this looks like. And then these are the career recommendations in much more detail. So first you'll find all the suitable careers for you and also some careers which are not very suitable for you and you may want to avoid those careers. Then you will read what each of the career means. So first, starting with first all of them, you will read what each of these mean along with the stream recommended for all of these. So this is how, in a very brief manner, a little information is provided so that you don't feel overwhelmed right in the report. But whenever you're ready to read more about any of these career categories, a direct link is provided over here, which will take you to the career repository, and we'll soon cover more information about that. So you can directly go to the repository from here by clicking the link here, and you can read more, much more about all of these careers that are there. And then as we go ahead, you will find a section on what are the bachelor degree courses that are recommended for each of your suitable careers. So these are the 5 careers suitable for you. So what are the different bachelor's courses that you can pursue? Again, directly from here, you can click and you can read more about all of these, because these are just a few and there's a lot more that are available on the repository. And all of these lists, and in fact all the information that we provide, is very reliable, scientific, and also tailored to the Indian context. So now we're here at one of the last sections of this report, the deep dive section. So you understood what are your strengths up till now. You understood what does each of the dimension mean. But now you understand what does it mean if you are high or moderate or low on a particular parameter. So you see, we begin with one dimension at a time and then one parameter about it. And then if you've scored high, what does it mean to be high? What are your strengths that comes with it? So you can read about it, you can solve problems using logical ability. So what does it mean to be high or moderate or low in a very easy to understand language, so that you're not confused, you don't have any concerns or questions related to any of these, is provided in this section. So yeah, this is how the report is structured, in a very logical and visually appealing manner, but keeping it scientific and reliable at the same time. So yeah, that was about the report. And request Chinmaya to take it forward from
Thank you
here.
very much, Amaya.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much, Amaya, for explaining the report very nicely to all our audience. So I hope you all have understood that a very, very tangible outcome on the report, very scientific. So it's not just simply playing games, but you're getting a lot out of just playing the games. I do have a poll now here, which actually will take us to the next part of our product, which is that, if we already know about our strengths, what is the next step we're supposed to take? What are we aware of our journey? I mean, what are the careers available? What matches? So here is the question for you, that according to you, is there a single source of reliable and valid career information on the web? Because that's what you need now next. Once you have your strengths in hand, you know what career recommendations and paths have come for you. Do you know of any reliable source where you can look for information, or you go for, as teachers, as school educators, also as parents, and of course as students? Are you aware of any reliable source? So we do have responses coming in. Of course, I do see people saying that Chat GPT AI, that is, of course, very available to everyone, but again, not of the most reliable source. College Dunia, Shiksha, of course, sure. You can go on these platforms and look for hours and find the information that you're actually looking for, because it's uh, a lot of information taken up from different sources and put together on one place. Okay. So, yes, I can gather from the responses itself that one very reliable source is still ambiguous, not present. So, to cover that gap, Career Insight with the assessment has wrapped a very, very exhaustive career information repository as well. So here you can see the numbers on the screen. They're quite, I mean, this is quite a big number that we have for you. So, and as we speak, this is actually growing. So this is the repository size of the Career Insight repository that you get along with the assessment as your next step, so that once you've understood your own strengths and weaknesses, you can always refer to the information available in this repository. Um, so you have information on more than 650 careers. Linked with that, there are colleges, there are courses, there's information on scholarships that you don't really get everywhere, on entrance exams, more specifically on academic pathways and job roles. So this is all stitched together in a very, very, very concise, bite-sized next step focus, so that it doesn't waste your time to look for what you're looking for. We will, whatever career you are actually focusing on, go into it and find out more about it in detail, but in a very, very concise manner. So I'll show you a few snippets of our repository as well. It's structured in a very, very easy to understand manner. Of course, comes with the TCS stamp of validity, reliability. And as TCS is the main owner of this information, we are creating it, putting it together. So taking the responsibility that whatever is put on our platform is absolutely valid and reliable. And of course, very important element is the academic pathways that we highlight, because there could be multiple pathways to reach one single career goal. And we've laid out every possible goal out there, career pathway here. Entrance exams, any special requirements, any trainings required, any memberships, anything of that sort is covered in this repository. Also, this is not a one-way repository that you'll only get information to read on, but this is a very interactive digital diary, we can say, where you can always save careers that interest you. You can always add them to a list of your own that you can refer back to later. You can compare three very similar careers to understand what is the difference. So this way, you can actually do a lot with this repository. Let me take you through a little journey that will help you understand how these games are structured and how you can link and understand the repository as well.
After logging into Career Insight, you land on the Discover Play Games page. Click on Let's Play and enter the game zone. It has 4 game islands with fun themes and games. Let's enter one of the islands, say Life in a Metro. You can move around the cityscape and discover these boxes. Each of these boxes open games. Enter a game, choose a language of your choice and go. You will be provided with different game situations and activities. Respond to the situations presented or complete the activities, including a melodious game for musical aptitude. After completing all games and activities, you can access your Career Insight Discover Yourself report. The report provides a holistic career analysis in a concise, easy to understand manner. Apart from the in-depth analysis, it provides a summary of the strong attributes of a person and top 5 most suitable career category recommendations with corresponding streams. Based on your career recommendations, you can further gain detailed information on the career options in the Explore section of the product. Click a career category stamp and see all the careers available in that career category. Click on any career stamp to navigate to a complete information repository on the career with scores of well-organized data points. A summarized quick look with key points for the career, information on what will you do as a professional in that career, including job profile overview and numerous job roles. What are the specialized career pathways with details on each. Very important section on academic requirements that tells you what qualifications you need to have and where to get them. Minimum requirements needed to pursue this career, what streams and subjects to choose, and the very unique academic pathways showing multiple academic routes you can take to be able to reach the same goal of pursuing this career. We list all the possible courses you can take up, list of entrance examinations, any special requirements, and also scholarships. Not to forget the key competencies or skills required for the career, detailed under specific heads of general workplace skills, functional skills, which are very useful information for equipping oneself for a career, and any other competencies. You can also mark a career as favorite and it gets added to my list for future reference. Also, you can add it to compare and compare up to 3 careers. Both these features are also available on career stamps.
Perfect. So that shows you how all of these different elements of Career Insight are stitched together and help you in a complete way take this decision. Another very important element of Career Insight is the Educator Enablement Program. So we don't leave the educators only with the program. We empower them through this program that they can take up with us, and this way they can really add in the entire conduction of Discover Yourself assessment for schools and for their students, as well as can have a lot of interactions which are more career based in their, to bring them in their classroom discussions. So this way it will help them, of course it will help for a smooth conduction. So we don't keep the, once we give, you take up the product or comes it with the school authority, it's not necessary that, you have to just take it up and then handle it by your own self. We are going to be giving you all the support possible, enabling teachers and empowering counselors as well, so that they can understand this product, understand career guidance in the best way possible, and of course help, the end beneficiaries, of course the students, they will be benefited, so that they can get the right kind of career guidance when it comes to using this product and taking the decisions that come across. Of course, the extensive structured repository that we are offering, that will also come along with this sorry, product, with this program as well for the teachers and educators. So this way, this really gives them an edge over the others if they take up this course as well, which comes as a part of Career Insight separately if it is opted for the educators. So this way they can understand the product better and of course enable and have a better utilization of this product and their institutes as well as schools. Taking it forward, I do have a lot of testimonials from students, from parents, from teachers who have used this product. We've tested this product across India in many states also, and has been used by students also. So we do have some testimonials and some reviews about the product coming in that you can see on your screen. I'd like to share certain details that are coming from specifically from some students and teachers, as well as HODs of certain age brackets of the HOD of the middle school and high school also. So I'll show you a few snippets of these as well.
Good morning. I am Diya Thakkar. My age is 15 years and I study in grade 10. I have some really big aspirations for my life. I really want to do something big. But there's still a question. Big, what, and how will I achieve it? So I was in the search of someone or something that could guide me through this. That's when my school introduced me to TCS iON Career Insight. So TCS iON Career Insight provided me with a lot of career options and many ways to achieve the same. TCS iON Career Insight was nothing like what I had perceived. I thought it would be a normal test where I would have to give answers and then they would get the result. On the contrary, these were game-based assessments which I could do very easily and they were really very fun. I didn't feel like I was giving some sort of test or results were going to be generated. I was just like playing for the sake of playing and I was having fun in the middle of this. And when the assessments ended and I got my result, it was quite good. I actually got to discover a lot about myself, which I had never thought that, okay, I had this quality. It gave me a clear picture of my strengths and capabilities. It provided me with the best suited career options for me. And I know I can achieve more and more with the help of this. Thank you.
Great. So I have another one coming from a teacher as well.
मैं जया वासवानी, Anand School of Excellence, संस्कार धाम. Being a NEP coordinator, being a teacher or being a parent, एक बहुत बड़ा सवाल होता है कैरियर काउंसलिंग. क्या है ये कैरियर काउंसलिंग? पहले तो इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं थी, पर कितनी बार ऐसा होता है जब 10th का रिजल्ट आता है तो पेरेंट्स मेरे पास आते हैं और कहते हैं कि मैडम देखिए ना, साइंस में 89 मार्क्स है पर साइंस लेने से मना करता है. पर क्या ये सही जस्टिफिकेशन है? साइंस में अच्छे मार्क्स हैं तो उससे साइंस दिलाना है, क्या उसका इंटरेस्ट है? पेरेंट्स ये पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू सोचते ही नहीं. बच्चे, मेरा बच्चा अभी 7th में है, मुझे भी था कि एक बार मैं अभी उसकी करवाऊँ कैरियर काउंसलिंग या 10th तक वेट करूँ. मैंने पर्सनल कॉन्टेक्ट से कैरियर काउंसलिंग करवाई. उन्होंने मुझे ये तो बता दिया कि ये बच्चा डिज़ाइनिंग में जाएगा, पर अब डिज़ाइनिंग में जाएगा, मुझे उसकी एंट्री कैसे लेनी है, कौन कौन से कॉलेजेस होंगे, क्या फ़ीस होगी, उसका एंट्रेंस क्या होगा, मुझे कुछ भी नहीं पता. हाँ, उस काउंसलर ने मुझे ये बता दिया कि शी विल बी गुड इन डिज़ाइनिंग, पर वो मेरे पास सिर्फ एक ही पोर्टफोलियो आया कि ये डिज़ाइनिंग. बाकी का क्या, शायद प्लान बी क्या रहेगा मेरा, मुझे नहीं पता. पर जब मैंने TCS सर्च किया, मेरे पास अराउंड 300+ कैरियर्स थे वहाँ पर. कैसे मैं वहाँ एंटर करूँगी? यदि डिज़ाइनिंग जाना है तो क्या IIT ज़रूरत पड़ेगी या विदाउट IIT भी मेरी एंट्री होगी? बहुत सारे ऐसे सवाल बीइंग अ पेरेंट मुझे सॉल्व हो गए वहाँ पर। एक क्वेश्चन ये भी था कि बच्चा आज क्या सब चूज करता है जो उसके आसपास के माहौल में है, वाइट कॉलर जॉब्स, डॉक्टर, इंजीनियर, इसके अलावा क्या मार्केट में जॉब्स नहीं है क्या? पहले तो एक्सप्लोर कीजिए, पहले तो देखिए कि मार्केट में क्या क्या है और हमारा इंटरेस्ट क्या है, हमारे बजट में क्या आ रहा है, हम कौन सी एजुकेशन के साथ फिट बैठ रहे हैं, मार्केट में आगे जाके किसकी डिमांड बढ़ेगी। इसके हिसाब से TCS इज द बेस्ट प्लेस वेर यू हैव टू एक्सप्लोर द करियर। Parents, I have to suggest you have to explore from grade 8 because that is the right time when I think so you have 2 years when you have to choose the subject. 11th class the child will choose the subject and find where the child will go. Second thing, एक रियल मार्केट को आपको जजमेंट आएगा कि किस कॉलेज का क्या क्राइटेरिया है, किस पे कैसे एडमिशन ले रहे हैं और कैसे उसकी एंट्री होगी। इसलिए और यदि मार्केट में आप जाएंगे तो आपको साइकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट मिलेंगे जिससे एंजाइटी और स्ट्रेस ही होता है बच्चे को, और ये सोचा जाता है कि हम बच्चे को मेजर कर दें, बच्चे की स्किल्स को मेजर कर दें, पर यहाँ ऐसा नहीं है। ये पूरा गेम बेस्ड होता है। यहाँ इस गेम्स के थ्रू हमें पता चलता है कि बच्चे की स्किल्स क्या है, उसका क्राइटेरिया क्या है, वो किस तरह से सोचता है। उसके हिसाब से ये लोग जो रिपोर्ट देते हैं, रिपोर्ट पर जजमेंट आता है कि बच्चे के पास अराउंड 5 कैरियर्स, ये हमें गाइड करते हैं कि कौन से कैरियर्स पे ये काम कर सकता है, कि कौन से 5 कैरियर्स इसके लिए बेस्ट रहेंगे जो इसको आगे लेके जाएंगे। बीइंग अ पेरेंट मैं आपको सजेस्ट करना चाहूँगी कि मार्केट में बहुत सारे करियर काउंसलिंग सेंटर्स हैं, पर वो इतने रिलायबल नहीं है जितना TCS, क्योंकि ये मेरा पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस है कि जो भी जजमेंट एज अ पेरेंट मुझे पता है पर मुझे कंफर्म नहीं होता, मेरा डाउटफुल होता है कि मुझे ये ऑप्ट करना है कि नहीं, मेरे बच्चे के लिए डिज़ाइनिंग सही रहेगा कि साइंस। क्योंकि फिर एक तरफ मैं सोचती हूँ कि डिज़ाइनिंग क्या वो अप्रोप्रिएट है, क्या वहाँ स्कोप है, क्या मार्केट है, क्या उसे वो इतनी सैलरी दे पाएगा, क्या बच्चा सर्वाइव कर पाएगा उस टाइम में। इतने सारे सवालों के लिए यदि आपको जानना है तो एक बार TCS जरूर सर्च कीजिए, क्योंकि आपके पास जितनी अपॉर्चुनिटी है, इतने सारे स्कोप्स कोई भी नहीं देगा जितना TCS आपको देगा। आपको पता चलेगा कि आपका बच्चा कहाँ खड़ा है, आप उसको कौन से वे में लेके जाएंगे।
So as you can hear firsthand from a teacher, from students, as well as coming from a parent perspective, this product, of course, has been used, as I mentioned, by many students across, tested also across. So we do have very positive outcomes and results coming out of this product. So that brings us to the end of this session today. Of course, I hope we were able to help you understand how a scientific assessment, which is TCS iON Career Insight, can help you gain a scientific insight into your career decision-making process and make this journey more smooth, logical, and you can move with confidence, with the satisfaction that whatever you're doing, you will be able to look back and say that I did take the decision with the right tools in hand. Hence, I'm doing well in life, or I'm happy with what I'm doing in life. So that's what our take is here. I do see a lot of questions coming up in chat, and the team is also answering them in terms of the validity of the product or how to use this. To avail this product, of course, as there are details shared in chat, you can log on with the website links that are given. And this way, you can log on and take your subscription from there. I'd request the team to add the details in the chat more frequently so that everybody can capture. In case you have any queries, you can call and WhatsApp as well. We do have the details shared in the chat for you. And I hope you all have been able to benefit from the time that you have spared today on the Saturday and sat down to understand about this product. And of course, I do see a few questions coming in. If it's a web-based or a mobile-based product, you can, of course, use it on the mobile as well. It is available, but for best experience, we would recommend using on a desktop or a laptop, because these are games. We would expect the best experience to come on that. And of course, it can be used and is available. The games are available in multiple languages, of course, English and Hindi as well, and the reports as well. So you can always choose. Also, you can read the information about different careers in Hindi as well. So of course, you can choose your preferred language and take the advantage of this product. So we'll wait for a few more questions
Hi, Chinmay. There was one
as we've
question.
already overshot. Sorry, please.
There was one question on the access period, validity period of these games. I request you
Sure.
to highlight why it is for 1 year only.
Sure,
Because there
sure,
is a
sure. So I
psychometric
will
data.
highlight that. So of course, as mentioned in chat, once you subscribe for the product, you can do the assessment at your own pace. We do give you a window where you can complete this assessment once started and access the repository also. But all of this comes with a 1-year package. There are a few reasons for this, of course. The major one being that this is a psychological assessment, and there are a lot of extrinsic as well as intrinsic factors that come into role when any individual is analyzed at a particular stage. So, which are of course variable, they will change with time as the individual grows, matures internally. So, intrinsic factors do change. And of course, we all understand nature and outside situations are not constant at all. So, we are all exposed to changes. So this way, we do not say that if you've taken the report once, that is what is written in stone for you and it will be valid for you for your entire life. It depends on the stage where you take it, and we recommend that it should be taken frequently if you think that you want to understand as per your requirements. If you want to understand only the subject selection at an earlier age, do take it for that only. Later on, you can take it for your other specialization understanding, because you will internally also change. A psychological assessment will always come with this kind of an like a condition that we cannot say that it is valid for lifetime. Like a blood test, if you go for it, your parameters are probably today something and they'll change 6 months down the line. So the same actually works here as well. The report's validity is for a stipulated period of 180 days. So we expect that you can, of course, whatever we are analyzing, that covers the variability that will come in 6 months, but not for years to come. So that is why we've kept it restricted. We've kept it for an year that you can use this entire product. And of course, the information will be validated, changed year on year, so you can upgrade your subscriptions as required. I hope that answers the question that was raised in the chat.
Yeah, Chinmay,
so
thank
I
you.
do see what is the maximum age to give this test is another question that has come up. So when it goes to 18 plus, we would only recommend maximum till the age of 21, 22. Because as the age norms that we are following to analyze your responses, we are using those ones only. So we do not recommend someone who's 30 years old to take this test and analyze, because you're already quite in the path of your career decision and specialization, probably more experienced as well. So in that case, this test will not be able to give you the kind of analysis that you're looking for. I do see some people are facing an error while logging onto the link shared in the chat by MPO. I'd request the team to kindly look into this and help them. In case you're not able to log in, kindly connect on the WhatsApp and the call number that is also shared, so that we can help you and assist you. So yes, I do see one question which has also been answered by my colleagues in the chat. So this is about if anyone is in a 10th grade at the moment, if you're taking the test in 10th grade, then yes, because you will be analyzed on the 8th to 10th parameters. But once the student is in 11th grade, so there are age brackets also mentioned on the website that you can follow along. So if you're in 11th grade, then you can choose the 11th to 12th grade category. Accordingly, you will be analyzed as per the scorings that should come and the analysis that should come for your child in the report. 10 students can, of course, take as I see more questions coming. So 10 students can, of course, take this test, and it's very, very helpful for them to take the next steps of the stream selection that they have to do. The counseling facility is going to be coming soon, probably. at the moment, we do have the educator enablement program. So if the facilitation, if you're taking it via your school institutes and they have this facility, of course, the report explanation bits can be done. To actually add an edge, we do have some AI chatbot and AI features on our website also, which help you understand your report. So if you have some queries, some part of the report that you've not understood, always you can log on to our website and check the AI chatbot that's available. That will help you because we have a lot of queries that are fed into that. So you will be able to get answers from that as well. Till the time, we do have one-on-one or group counselings offered for you. There are no restrictions for usage of this product. Of course, it has to be goal-oriented and this age bracket-oriented that you're looking, whatever you're looking for as per in these age brackets, you can do this. It's in fact, we would recommend not to be treated as a very heavy assessment or a test. This is a simple game format that we want students to play with a free mind, so that we can get the real answers from them. That's their core personality, their original take, so that we are able to recommend also. So that's why there's no preparation, no restriction. Counseling is not included in the price of the product that you're taking. What you get right now is assessment as well as the repository access.
There was one question from Harish that how can I take this? What is the procedure for Career Insight? So Harish, you can just click on the link which is given in the chat box and opt for the product from there. And there is a question from Amit. Are you working on behalf of MP government? So MPOnline. So this product is available on MPOnline website. So MPOnline is a agency chosen by the government of Madhya Pradesh to provide the government to citizens and services to the citizens of Madhya Pradesh itself. So in a way, you are right. MPO is providing this to you on behalf of MP government only.
So TCS is actually in collaboration with them and sort of helping you take this product. So one-on-one counseling, I do have a question. So will be available soon. I'm sorry, I cannot read the names of the participants, but yes, addressing the question here is that will be available. Meantime, in the interim time, we do have many ways for you to get the queries sorted in the report. Through the website. There are frequent FAQs, there's chatbot, there's a lot that will help you understand your report. And of course, if you're coming from a school's perspective who have the enabled educators with Career Insight, they can also help you and understand the product better. I would request the team to highlight if we've missed any question from the participants. Hope we've answered all your questions.
We have covered
anything more.
All questions.
Perfect. Thanks. So if there's anything more you guys want to know about the product, please feel free, even if the webinar is over, please feel free to get in touch with the contact details which are shared in chat, which are from MPO as well as from TCS. So you can always understand more about the product. I hope we've been able to give you a full understanding of what all you will get out of the subscription when it comes to the report, the repository, and the assessment. I do have a question about the counseling costs. So once we do have the counseling facility available, we will be highlighting the cost at that time. We do not have any costs at the moment to share with you. So once we do have this facility available, we'll put it across. I think we'll wait for another minute. If there are any more questions, please feel free to ask us right away or get in touch with us with the details shared in chat, and we will be able to help you with it. At the moment, there's a question which says, is study abroad also covered? So basically, at the moment, we do have data which is more focused on the Indian context. Eventually, you will see a lot of information as well as assessments covering for study abroad as well in the existing platform itself. At the moment, it's more focused on the Indian context. There are no limitations of this test, absolutely in any way. If there's anything specific that you'd like to ask in terms of limitations, kindly highlight in chat, because if you're asking any general limitations, there are no limitations, only as per the age bracket that you have to be. I have a question that my son is in 10th grade. He will give the test after 10th exam, but the selection there are, but in selection there are 3 categories. So how to select
Chinmaya, your
categories?
voice is going low
Sorry.
and then coming. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I hope it's better now.
Yes.
Okay, sorry for that. So I was reading through one of the questions which is asked by a participant in chat. So there are not 3 categories. We will be giving you 5 suitable categories, of course, which will be analyzed according to the responses that you've given us. And in those categories, there are multiple career options. So through understanding different aspects about your own self, aspirations, of course, there are real practical situations that you will be considering while taking the career plan. So you can always focus on these. Along with what is suitable, we also give you the least suitable ones. So in case you're planning to choose one career which happens to fall in the least category, we would recommend more developmental work and skill gaining to be done in that field if possible, and then to take the test again and approach that career field accordingly. So this way you will always not get a pinpoint career that you need to choose, but of course you will get a clear path to reach that career, which could not be, it's not necessary to be a step focus that it has to be uh, same for everyone will have different paths because you probably will have different streams but reaching the same goal. So this way the focus is to filter out what is not meant for you, to filter out what is meant for you and give it to you, and then with awareness of our repository move forward in that journey. You will be able to find a lot of information on the platform, on the website itself about the product. Hence, we will not be sharing any presentations with the participants. Sorry for that. But we will definitely you will be able to see all this information and even more details about this program on the platform, on the website that's shared with you. I'd request the TCS team also to share website links so that they can always read before the subscription is done about the product. So I'd request my team to add links here that you can see, understand the product, read about it, and then finally follow the path for subscription.
Yeah, Harish, all the features, benefits, USPs, and FAQs discussed in this session is on the website itself. You'll get the link in the chat itself. You have got it again from Manish. You can check on this link.
I guess we have answered most of the questions, some in chat, some we've taken up here. So I guess we will be closing the webinar soon in another minute or so as the team confirms if there are any more questions that we've missed or not covered. I'm thanking you all for joining in today for this session, taking out time and showing so much interest in TCS iON Career Insight. This product as well. We hear a lot of appreciation in the chat for this product, and we are very, very grateful for that. Thank you very much. We hope that this product is used by most of you and you're able to take full advantage of what TCS has built along through the MPO channel. And of course, we would, from all principals, authorities who are present in this session today, we'd love to hear from you. Your feedback as well. Maybe you can connect with us on the email IDs that we've shared in TCS chat. So maybe we'll be very happy to take that feedback and improve as well. With that note, we will be closing the session now. Thank you very much again for joining in today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Everybody.
There is one last question from S.
Yes, please.
You will get an access link from our side. Sorry, your name is given as S only. So sir, you will get an access link from our side. Our team from MPO will also get in touch with you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you.